Hello Internet, welcome back to our Magiclysm series. In the last episode we continued clearing the lab while I talked about the novel that I'm working on. We're probably still going to continue talking about that because I have a lot of thoughts about that. We are hungry and we should eat something or drink something as well. Let's go ahead and throw on our goggles. We will eat just some garbage. We have all these nuts, which I think have some amount of vitamins in them, so it's not like the worst thing to eat. We eat some pumpkin. I think we've consumed a fair bit of calories. We are normal weight again. We're going to keep an eye on that. We will eat something with calories. And then we'll drink, which will probably put us up to sated or some such. Full is fine. And we'll head back up to the next floor of the lab. I do think we're about out of this lab. I think we have one more floor. And then we'll be heading back to the other lab. See, I was talking about my novel, which is centers around two characters who are killers, and my struggle with making them likable and relatable, because most people can't relate to murderers. I mean, why would you? You're not a murderer. And I think that that's the real key in history when we look. Oh, I have 700 rounds. Let's walk back down to base and drop off all this ammunition. There's no reason for us to carry like 25 pounds of ammo on our person. I can't believe I've been carrying that around this whole time. We'll reload as well, and we'll drop this off. Can't believe I was carrying that this whole time. No wonder I had inventory issues, because it's probably like 10 liters worth of ammunition. Let's 4 liters. That's not very much at all. Okay, our inventory is just pretty cluttered, huh? We haven't found a toolbox, so we have all this random tool items, as well as the pickaxe, of course, is going to take up a lot of space. So that's not optimal, but that's okay. If we spot any of these CBM closets, we are going to pick things up out of them because we're still looking for a joint torsion ratchet. I'm sure we left some behind. I just can't really remember where we left them behind. So I'm going to wander around probably at some point and try to find them. Although that's pretty boring. Was this a chronometer? No thank you. Yeah, I think the key is to humanize them, make them have characteristics that are relatable, even if the acts themselves are not relatable. We have plenty of hacksaws. Wouldn't hurt to have a backup stethoscope, though, just in case. Really need to repair our backpack as well. Let's grab the cranberry juice, take the water. Well, we don't need the water. Take the cider and things. Anything else? Take some lemonade, I guess. Mineral water. That'll do it. What does this have? Vitamin C, 1%. That's not really worth it. Food. Take the nuts. We'll take some tortilla chips. That's probably it. Take some chocolate. Everybody likes chocolate. I'm not a fan of chocolate. Prefer vanilla in most regards, and the actual texture of chocolate is fine, but I really only like dark chocolate. Not going to take the acid or clean water. Yeah, I think humanizing them is... Oh, what did I do? Go away. I didn't mean to... Okay. Humanizing them is important. Ursine, I mean, we could take more mutagen. We haven't really... You know, I was thinking, too, we got mostly negative mutations at this point. We got mouth flaps, we have sleepy, and we have hooves. We could take some purifier, because pretty much at this point in the game, we're only going to hit those negative traits. There's nothing else for purifier to hit. I don't think that purifier can remove traits that you started the game with. So, like, we couldn't lose lactose intolerance or anything like that. I think that was a change a while back where you can no longer lose starter traits. And now that I'm thinking about it, we do have a pretty healthy selection of purifier. So we probably can just willy-nilly take whatever serums and stuff we want because it doesn't matter. Oh, we don't have a syringe. Okay, maybe later. It's fine. Ursine gets the strength traits, which I'm very interested in. That boost your strength. Let's do this in an order. Let's pick a direction and just head that way. We'll head south. Why not? Look, we found something already. Oh, I thought that was a turret. That's not a turret. What's in here? Bleach, purifier. Look at that. More purifier, more serum. Great. That's like our 3rd vial of spider serum, I think. I've never done spider. I don't know if it's any good. We'll head down here. Yeah, humanizing them. You got to make them likable. You got to make them interesting, you know. And I think that, like I said, so basically there are 2 characters in this book. One is a young male who kills when he is a child, like very young, probably like 8 or so. He hurts someone, and he intends to hurt someone. And then there's the question, I think when the book starts, I don't think let's do the crowbar. Let's not use our pickaxe for this. Already damaged the crowbar. Just useless. Useless. Why is it so hard to smash things? We have 13 strength. Thank you. We do need a plank. And then the other is someone who doesn't kill until she's a teenager. And I think that they're both teenagers. I think I'm going to make them like... I think he'll be like 17 during the book. I think she'll be like 16 or so. They're definitely both still in school because school plays a somewhat of a role in the story itself. I think we definitely have that. Let's Knife Fighter's notes, sure. So they're definitely both still in school. She is based on a real life person who murdered as a teenager. I don't want to say who it is just because, but that particular person was 15, but I also want it hinted in the story that they're potential romantic partners. I don't know if anything happens or not, but it's like everybody likes the idea of, oh, they should get together. Even if they never do, it's a fun thing to hint at because audiences always root for couples in books. And I feel like if she's 15, it's just going to be weird because he's definitely like 17 or 18. And if she's 15 and, you hint at romance, it's kind of not okay, I mean, not that it's not okay. It's just a book, but like, it's a little weird, I just don't want it to be that way. So I'm thinking he's like 17, she's like 16. And that's kind of where the bulk of the story takes place, is them as teenagers. And again, he is someone who has killed when he was very young and then spent a lot of his life in treatment realizing that he should not do that. He does not want to do that. And then he fights tooth and nail for the rest of his life to never hurt anyone again. And I think he probably by the end of the book has to, where I'm with things right now, I think he does kill again. But instead of being out of malice or a compulsion to do it, he does it out of love. He does it out of mercy. It's not it's not because he wants to. It's because it's the right thing to do. And she's the opposite. She's like hardcore into it because she's really good at it, and she likes the way it makes her feel, and it gives her a measure of control in the world around her. Whereas most of her life has been spent, not being in control. Other people choosing what she gets to do and doesn't do, and she's been hurt and things that, make her more susceptible to her desire for control. I think we fully cleared this. Yes. So we're going to be moving on. And so his character, I think, will come across likable and whatnot, but I'm worried about her character because she embraces it. She does it because it feels good, because she's good at it, because she's tired of being, taken advantage of and hurt, and she just wants to, she needs it. It's a compulsion for her, and I don't think that that's very relatable, and I'm worried that people will not like her because blob glob, I guess we'll take it. I don't think they ever rot. More blob? Okay. I mean, I'm never going to use it for anything. Lots of serum here, though. This is great. More ursine as well, which I wouldn't mind taking. More purifier also. I don't know if we have that one. We'll take that one as well. Chemicals I could do without. Cuvettes don't have a purpose currently. We'll take these. Man, a lot of mutagen. Really nice. Finally found one that wasn't just chemicals. That also has lots of mutagen. It's like the third chemistry set in the last 2 episodes, so I don't think we need that. Yeah, I'm just worried she's not going to be likable because people are going to be like, she's crazy, right? And she's a crazy person who's doing bad things. And it raises the question of like part of that whole thing is that he's fighting every day of his life to not be that person anymore. And it's raised up in the book as to whether it's better to, is it better to be a man, my first thought was Ned Flanders. Is it better to be Ned Flanders and never ever question whether you're doing the right thing, never even consider doing the bad thing? Or is it better to have struggled and choose to do the right thing after you've struggled? Like, is it better to never question, never doubt, never be anything but perfect? Is that man better than the man who struggles and fails but makes the conscious choice to be a good person? For the good man that is always good, it's not a consideration. It's just nature. It's just him. But the man who actually struggles, who fights his nature, is it better to be that man and still choose to be good in the end? Does that make sense? Maybe that doesn't make sense. It reminds me of, so I don't talk about the Bible much because I'm not a Christian and I don't really think about it very much. But in the Bible, there's the Apostle Paul, who prior to being a Christian was like a super murderer, like just persecuted lots of Christians, killed lots of people for really no reason other than because they were different from him and he didn't like that. And then he turned around, made a change in his life, and became, like, by a lot of accounts, one of the greatest apostles. Wrote a lot of the New Testament, things like that. And in the Bible, he specifically says, I believe the line is, I daily crucify the old man. And he's saying basically that, this is my interpretation, don't hate me, I'm not a scholar, I'm not a, theologian. My interpretation of that was always that Paul struggled with his old nature every single day of his life, and every single day of his life he had to, in his words, crucify his old self in order to prevent that from resurfacing in his life. Now, a lot of Christians probably would disagree with that. They'd tell you that he was a flawless and upright man every day of his life after that, and he never even struggled. But Paul talked about it, and it always made me think. And I remember my mentor was like, he knew that I struggled a lot and knew that I wasn't the best person in the world. And he would always point that line out to me, and he would say, like, Paul doesn't say every day it's a fight with my old self. He doesn't say it's a struggle. He says he crucifies his old self, which is a long, arduous process. It's not an easy thing to crucify a person. Would you let someone crucify you? No, you would fight tooth and nail to try and stop that from happening while they held you down, lashed you to a cross, forcibly beat you so you would stop fighting, hammered the nails in, went through the difficult process of raising that cross, erecting that cross. It's a whole ordeal. And he always said that choice of words was intentional because that's the struggle. That's a daily thing that you have to really put in the work. Can we favorite? Yes. Okay. In order to stave off that old self. So we're going to swap to our SIG before they break out and kill us. Okay. We're going to take some shots. Hopefully he doesn't come through the rebar. See if we can get the critical up. Great. Should just be 2 shots. Anyone else? Let's wait for a minute. Let's wait a little longer, 5 minutes, see if we hear anything. Nothing? Okay, we'll pull out the crowbar and we'll smash this down. And we'll need a plank as well. Smash. Grab a plank. Yeah, so like, is it better to never struggle or is it better to struggle and choose the right thing anyway? Is basically what it comes down to. And I really like that discussion because I, of course, am a man who... We're going to go to the SIG just because there's a lot of damage in here. I suspect that there is another one around. Or multiple other enemies around. So we're going to just be careful as we poke around the barracks. Okay, looks clear. We'll take a cursory look around at these shelving units. The Screama we already have. Yeah, no, none of that. And so that, of course, appeals to me because I am someone who has done bad in his life and has chosen to be better, and to fight it every day. I do fight my old nature on a daily basis. Most of the time it's a daily basis. Sometimes it backs off for a little while, but, I still have bitterness inside of me. My depression is a constant struggle. Sometimes the violence roars up inside of me, although not very often, especially not these days, but, it is often a struggle. Handgun, I don't think we want more. I think we even have some of those. I mean, we must have also like a dozen holsters at this point, so I don't know that it's really even worth it to pick those up. Let's just get into barracks and see what we can thieve out of here. And yeah, I want that to be a conversation that's at the forefront, and I want the audience to question through the entire book, because the book's going to open with this kid. Probably it's going to open with him in therapy after he's hurt someone and killed someone, and it's not, the details are not given at that point in the story. You don't really know what exactly happened, but you know that he's there, and you know that it's something people are worried about. And you're going to immediately see him. And then we're going to jump to him as a teenager, where he's going to be fighting his nature. We're going to get another 1,000+ rounds of 5.56. Let's smash this before it gets up. Just a tough zombie, not a big deal. 1,500 rounds. Oh boy. They really need to nerf these turrets. They're a little out of control. I haven't updated in like a week, so maybe they already nerfed them, but I kind of doubt that they did. Another SIG. I mean, we can take the magazine, I guess. What are you? This is the gun we found multiple times. I really wish they would expand item groups to include more weapons that are modded, because this is the third time that we found this specific rifle with these exact same 4 modifications on it. So I'm just not thrilled to see that. I guess we'll take it for the mods, but I'm disappointed that they don't make more guns spawn with mods. This is 5.56, isn't it? Yeah, we'll unload this as well. M17, no. MP7, 4.6 millimeter. I never see, we'll take that. I don't really see that ammo ever. Another SIG, I guess we'll take that as well. Take the magazine out of that as well. We'll take the hash browns. Oh look, 5.56, big surprise. Just what I needed. Taser and a Kevlar vest, no thank you. HK 416A5. Okay. Oh, it's a -2 damage. I was gonna say it's the same kind of gun, same ammunition that we have on our current gun. It'd be nice to find a gun that fires 5.56/223, but has a plus to damage. But this one has -2, whereas the SIG has a 0. Although this one, I believe, is a rifle. This one is a rifle, and the SIG is actually an SMG, which no, it's a rifle. Good. So we're not going to take that. We're not going to take that. We'll grab the drum mag as well, because it wouldn't hurt to carry another drum mag. Another battle rifle. We'll actually just take the ammo out of this. We're not going to take another battle rifle. I do think we will pick up another SIG, just as a backup in case ours gets damaged and we're not able to repair it. And we'll pick up as much ammo as humanly possible. We'll head back to base. Oh man, I'm getting tired of lugging all this ammunition around. Yeah, just mostly tired of hauling all this ammunition around. Why don't we head upstairs? We'll even take some ammunition. I'm sorry, we'll head downstairs and we'll take some mutagen. Ignore my brain. My brain is not always functional. Because we have all this mutagen, we're not really taking it. I think we'll take some ursine serum, and then we'll take some purifier if things don't work out, because, again, we can. It's not a big deal. So let's just dump all this. Dump. Drop. Very exciting. Drop. Did we favorite the crowbar? We did. We were not able to carry any of that 5.56 ammo. Okay. And we're going to keep the... No, we're equipped with the SIG. We don't need to carry... We don't need any of that. Let's... oh, we're very hungry and very thirsty as well. Why don't we eat and drink, and then we will take some mutagen. Eat some fruit leather for some vitamins. Eat some nuts. And then some pumpkin to fill us up. And then we will drink, and it will probably put us to full or whatever. Clean water. Great. I assume we have a syringe here. Let's take... some mutagen. You need a syringe. Do I really not have a syringe? I literally do. So why wouldn't it use the syringe that's, right next to me? What do we want to take? I do like ursine. Again, any of the big bulky serums and mutagens are good for me. I like bovine. I like ursine. We'll take ursine. Something hurts. No, it's okay. Long fingernails. Oh, strong is very good. Strong is very good. It's only +1. I thought it started at +2 and then went to +4. Okay, I mean, not optimal. And the problem, you know what? I should have taken Purifier first because we could have gotten rid of some of our negative mutations without the risk of losing our strong mutation. Long fingernails is, I think, bonus if you're not wearing gloves. Your unarmed attacks deal a minor amount of cut damage. Yeah, unarmed is laughable. I don't understand why anyone chooses to use unarmed in this game. It's a zombie apocalypse. You probably shouldn't be bare-knuckle boxing the zombies. Your innate lesser mana regen turns into poor mana regen. That's just nasty. Natural mana regen is slightly slower than normal. Yeah, I'm pretty over the magic, if I'm being honest. Let's take a purifier, see what happens, just out of curiosity. Something hurts. Ignore. Okay. We lost... What? That's a lot of messages. Feel a distinct burning inside, but it passes. You lose strong. Of course we did. You lose fingernails. Of course we did. Mouth flaps, hooves, and mana regen. So we lost every mutation that we had from one purifier. I thought purifier loses like 3 mutations max. So that's unfortunate. I guess it's like a clean slate. But I'm a little irritated. We're also in severe pain. Well, big surprise, you just mutated like 6 things at once. So we're going to take some codeine, I think, because we're in a lot of pain. We'll take 1 codeine and we'll take some aspirin because I'm not sure how much codeine is too much codeine. And we'll drink some alcohol if we have any. Wow, that didn't help at all. Let's get super drunk. Did not help at all. Severe pain, very thirsty. Let's drink some water. No, don't force yourself to drink. Let's wait 5 minutes, see how the pain goes. Literally unchanged. Painkillers of 3. I assume that goes up over time. Let's wait another 5 minutes. Painkillers of 4. This is not optimal. Painkillers of 5. I don't want to OD, right? I don't want to OD on painkillers. So I think we're done mutating. We're dead tired. Yeah, we did take codeine, which I think is like is makes you sleepy, and we're drunk. Let's just sleep and hope that we can sleep this off. Let's turn off our amp goggles and we'll try sleeping. Hopefully we're not going to die from this. We did take alcohol and a lot of medication. I don't know if we'll be able to sleep through the pain. You fell right to sleep. Okay. Well, it already takes like 4 to 5 minutes in order to sleep, so I imagine that being dead tired is gonna take like 10 minutes. So that's unfortunate. So let's just talk. Let's just talk, viewer. You and I don't sit down and talk enough. If you enjoy talking to me, maybe consider liking, commenting, subscribing, because all those things help me out. Yeah, and like her character, when we're introduced to her, it's the opposite. Like when we meet the guy character, he starts off immediately with the audience aware that he has done a bad thing, and then we meet him again as a teenager where he's struggling to live a normal life, fighting his urges, fighting his compulsion to hurt people, and trying to live a normal life. When we meet her, she appears normal and functional, and then over time it's more and more revealed that something is not right with her, and that she is, I mean, it's pretty quickly revealed. It's not really over time, but there's an initial interaction where you realize that she's not exactly what she looks like she is, you know, a normal young woman. And then, like, partway through the story, there's another, like, bombshell that really reveals that she is not okay. So, it's like they're opposites. They're meant to be opposites. It's supposed to reflect 2 different styles of people. Again, she embraces it, he fights it, you know, but I don't know, and I'm just struggling with how to make them likable. And I'm working out character details and plot details, and it's like, I like them. Well, I kind of like them a lot, both of them, quite a lot as characters, and he definitely experiences growth over the course of the book. She doesn't really. Most of what her character arc happens behind the scenes that the audience doesn't really know until later. And so it's like, I like the characters. Are other people going to like the characters? And it's a tricky question. I'm worried about it. That's the whole reason I've been talking about it, is I'm concerned that people will not like these characters. Of course, odds are good that I'll write this book and then no one will ever read it because it'll just stay on my hard drive forever. Oh, we apparently stopped sleeping at one point. That's my mistake. Internet, I thought we were still asleep. Let's check our pain. Okay, painkillers are out of our system. We're in minimal pain. Still hungry, still tired. I think we will eat, drink, and then it would be a short episode if I end it. We'll probably call the episode. Let's take care of our needs and reassess. Let's eat a little bit. Let's eat some aspirin just to stave off that last little bit of pain. Let's drink. Let's sort our beverages because we picked up more perishable beverages. We're very hungry just from sorting. We lost our hunger. We're still at normal weight. I'm a little disappointed we lost strong. I did not think that the purifier would literally remove like 6 mutations. I really thought it would be like between 1 and 3 mutations, but it was serum, so maybe purifier serum is like a clean slate. I don't really know how that works. Let's drink, we'll have a homebrew beer, and we'll drink some lemonade, some cranberry juice, and then we will go to sleep again. So I think that I'll save here and call the episode. It's only been about 27 minutes, plus I'm going to edit things out, so it's really more like 25 minutes. But that's going to do it, I think. So for now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I, of course, will be back with more Cataclysm every single day of the week. You should keep an eye on the channel if you're liking these videos, if you like my commentary, if you enjoy me as a human being, because I'm just a lovely, lovely human being. And I'll be back with more, of course, very soon, and I will see you in the next episode.